Okay, so we're social distancing out here at the Rose Bowl. They're actually doing a Pasadena Heritage car cruise. My daughter's actually filming right now. She doesn't want to be in the shot for some reason, so maybe I'll get her to be in the shot later on.
No.
But they're basically going to take a lot of vintage cars and drive all over Pasadena today, kind of like a classic car parade for social distancing. I guess usually they do a car show on the Colorado Street Bridge, otherwise known as the Suicide Bridge, but obviously they can't do that. So this is kind of like what they're doing instead. So let's go check these cars out that are here, and we're going to film the actual cruise as well.
No.
Okay, so someone's a little shy, but we're going to show you all these awesome cars here. There's just like tons of cars, and there's even like more rolling in. Check out this 59 Oldsmobile. Isn't that, that's like an amazing car. But lots of cars, even like the news is here. Channel 5 News is here as well. But I don't know if we're gonna be able to get because we only have about, I think, 10 or 15 minutes before the cars are supposed to start taking off for the drive. And here comes the Hudson. We'll try to get you what we can. It's a pretty sweet 61 Caddy. It's a pretty sweet car. My dad actually used to have a 62 that color, that white. But it's walking around. Yeah, we're gonna walk around a little bit. A little bit, something old, something new. So here's a cool 48 Mercury Coupe. It's a real pretty car. Got a little Austin Healey coming in. Kind of give you an idea of some of the cars here. Nice 55 or 56 T-Bird. Little Carmen Ghia. Nice Corvette. Model A. This is a pretty awesome hot rod here. This is like the old drag race stuff from like the early days. Check it out. It's got like a race, like some sort of badge, probably from when it was a race in 1933. This thing is pretty amazing. That's like a museum piece right there. There's some of the interesting cars. Here's a little Lotus 7. For all you fans of The Prisoner. Okay, who gets that? Who gets that reference? Leave it in the comments. This is cool. There's a little Crosley Roadster. I've actually seen this car driving around Pasadena before, but I've never actually run into the guy, like other than just seeing him driving around. More hot rods. There's that 59 Oldsmobile. I just like one of those cars I've always wanted to own. There's a really amazing Lincoln Mark 7 for the Malaise guys. I think this is a car that was at Radwood. This is that Bill Blass edition that's just minty. I think you hit it at Malaise days too. You've probably seen it in one of my other videos if you watch those videos, but here it is again because it's just that amazing. It's a nice 60s Continental. Very colorful car. A couple of Porsches. I always love the dashboards on these. There we go, Hemicuda. It looks kind of like a Resto mod. It's got like it's got the stock looking wheels, but they're bigger than obviously what they came with in back in the 70s. Little Nash Metropolitan. A couple more Porsches. A lot of Porsches here.
I appreciate it.
A little Saab.
Well, look at this one.
It's a nice little Model T. I like this one. Very well patinaed Model T. Put in the automobile for hire badge there. And there's your Saab.
Except on my track.
Like an late 60s, early 70s Saab. This one's neat, a little Michelin Citroen wagon there, little panel truck. And more for you French car fans. Oh, sorry, this is a German car. It's an NSU. So it's actually German. It's a very unusual car. There's our Pacer, which we love. Vintage fire truck. Little Falcon station wagon in the mid-60s. 914. I don't know. We haven't had any fire trucks really on our channel, so here's a fire truck. It's an old Crown. This is an Overland. Chandler. These are the guys, like, if you watch the motor tour that they do at the end of the year, beginning of the year, these are the kind of early cars that show up for that. And I got a video of that, a Model T and a Model A. There's a cool old Bronco.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
And for all you British luxury car fans, say Rolls-Royce. So these right-hand drive. Some of these, I think, I don't know if it was this year. Some of these I know were built in the United States for the United States market back, I think, in the 20s. I'm sure if there's anyone on my channel that knows anything about Rolls-Royces, who knows? You never know. They would know more about that, but I remember hearing that. It's a cool old Volvo. Got a little bit of Sweden here. We already saw a Saab, but here's a Volvo. There's my daughter. Even got a few motorcycles coming in here. Oh, I think a Harley, an Indian, and a Triumph. A teddy bear in a Jeep. It's an old surplus Jeep. Marine Corps markings on it. That's pretty cool. It's a really cool patinaed Volkswagen microbus. I know my daughter likes that, don't you? Yeah. She loves the microbuses.
There's a doggy.
It's just like Fillmore in the Cars movie. There's your Volkswagen action. The 58 Impala. That thing needs white walls in the worst way. It's an older paint job. I don't think that's original paint. It just looks like older paint. An old Corvair.
So you go up Washington, well, don't you go?
Chrysler Imperial. This guy goes to a lot of local Pasadena shows and different meets. I actually see this car around a lot. Just a whole array of beautiful classics. 57 Thunderbird. Nice. I like this old. It's old. It's like a dynamic or a super. Even a, is this a 98? This one is actually, that's a dynamic 88. I almost bought a 64 dynamic years ago in my neighborhood. Back when nobody was really into them. It's pretty amazing. They're Continental. This is more in like the mid to late 60s style. There's actually two of them here. This is a 66.
I wonder if they know each other.
Yeah, exactly. Another 57 Thunderbird. Wow, check out this Chrysler. I always love the fins on these Virgil Exner cars. Push button transmissions, got the globe speedometer. This car is very spectacular. This is 61. And the cool, like, pissed off headlights. Nice Packard. All right, so I guess we're actually getting ready to go. There goes Mark with his 55 Buick. Say hey, Mark.
Oh, hey, Mike, how are you, bud?
Oh, it's good, it's good.
That was good in our car.
And lots of cool cars. All right, we got to get back to our car. Let's go back to the car. Okay, so we're going to get started for the classic car parade. We're behind a green Corvette. Lots of cool stuff. People are kind of still getting to their cars to get this going. I think we're going to wind up somewhere like in Old Town Pasadena. Like I said, it's put on by Pasadena Heritage, so it'll probably be someplace pretty old school. Lots of people showed up. Like you saw my friend Mark in the 55 Buick. A lot of people I know. We haven't seen in a while because there's not a lot of car shows going on, but well, definitely a good event, especially with everything going on with most of the LA area car shows being canceled this year due to everything that's going on in the world. You know, the car, a little metropolitan over there. So here we go, getting ready to filter out of the Rose Bowl Lot B. We'll film over there too. There's lots of cool stuff.
Bunch of cars coming too.
Dodge Shav.
Everyone's standing here looking at all the cars.
We're the only pacer here.
Woo!
We're going American Motors, like other than the Hudson, but it's not really.
It's not. I don't really know much about cars. All the bike people.
Here we go. This is in the Arroyo Seco here. It's down like a little valley there where the Rose Bowl is, so we're just kind of coming out of that. This is always a fun one trying to pull out onto this street. Okay, they don't have a stop sign. Okay, here we go. Then we got a nice
Big
Kia
road.
Stinger stuck in the middle here. Well, I guess some of the residents got the message that we're coming through.
For filming stuff.
We're actually going to be going through Bungalow Heaven where we live. So.
It's a great area because it's really nice.
Yeah, it is.
So we're passing some cars right now. It's a long row of cars. Some newer ones in the mix.
A couple Figaros.
They look the same. And up to the stoplight where we have a Lay's chip truck over there. Delivering chips to all of us. Okay, so we're about to make
We're about to turn onto Michigan. We're actually a few blocks from my house, but we're not going past my house.
Yep. We're just right by our house.
Got
There's some,
Lincolns and Caddies.
there's some dogs and everything. Oh, my hand was in the way. Okay, now we're going through a neighborhood. So many interesting things here. That's not a gremlin. It is not a gremlin.
No.
This is a pacer. Oh my god. Even I know that. It says pacer, not
I get
gremlin.
that all the time.
Corgi. I love corgis. They're so cute, but they're so hard to maintain. People.
You gotta clear that.
Oh,
Get some more footage of some cars.
got some footage.
You gotta get in the right.
Woo!
You got it.
And under the freeway we are.
We're turn around Colorado. Alright.
Even though there's a bunch behind us.
Here we go. There's a little Mustang.
Some
Cool
newer
fastback
cars in the
Mustang.
mix. There's a bright green Dodge. That's amazing.
Yes.
Wow. People sitting in this trunk of a car. I don't know.
They got the street narrowed up here for social distance dining.
Yeah, so we have to get in one lane, I guess.
Good.
But it's very smart to have some outside seating.
Yeah.
We've seen it in Ventura.
There's
We've
a
seen
Lotus
it in
7.
Burbank. A bunch of places. It's a big Target that you cannot miss. It's very big. Bye. Oh, we are
Wow, look at the
caught up
it's
to
cool
some
Ford 4x4.
cars with an American flag. How
Yeah.
classic.
This is where we are. See the cars.
This is another street where you
This
could
is
not.
Lake Avenue.
This is another street where you could not, like, not go on if you live in Pasadena. This is such a big main street.
Yeah.
Just Target down
That's actually an old Bob's Big Boy from the 60s. It was a Coco's most recently, and they're going to tear it down recently.
That's really sad.
It was an original Bob's Big Boy in like the 60s.
There should have been an historical landmark.
Yeah, I don't know if they can. They're going to build like a hotel or something.
Bunch of cars that we are passing. Bright teal blue, bright yellow, kind of where we passed. Here we have some old cars.
Try to shoot it so you're not shooting that. Like, kind of hold it.
Hey, so I love that thing.
Thank you.
It's a DL model.
Yeah. Triumph Club.
We have a Dunkin' Donuts right next to it.
So what song comes on the radio while we're driving? This.
A very, very pink, the color that I do not like.
Gilmore Gold Cup road race car.
And it has,
Gonna see.
there's this place over here called Rose Tree Cottage.
Yeah, it's like a British type thing. There's the fork in the road on the left there.
I don't know if you can see it.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it very well in the video, but it's there. It's just a giant fork, and it's the fork in the road.
And it's over there. I think
See
you
it?
can kind of
You see it?
Yeah, there we
You
go.
see the
I
back
got
side
it.
of the
I
fork?
got it. I got it.
You got the fork?
Yep, I got the fork.
Okay.
They used to have like a meatball under it or something.
They did it for like no, they did a potato. They brought a giant potato, like Idaho did
Oh.
a thing.
Oh, I thought it was a meatball.
I think they did a meatball once, but they did a potato once too.
That's cool.
Alright,
Doggies and people and things and old people.
you're right.
All
First right.
people. All people. People all.
It's not the first right. Okay, you're at the top of the hill.
Let's go. This will be fun. Okay, so we're going across the bridge now.
Yeah, the famous Colorado Street, aka the Suicide Bridge.
You can see it over there in the distance. Beautiful views
See the whole
from the Suicide Bridge.
They put up these awful fences.
You'll see them.
Yeah, they're supposed
It ruins our shot.
It's awful. It used to be so pretty. Have you ever seen the movie La La Land? They like filmed that here right before they put up these fences.
Oh, look at them. They're so
pretty
ugly.
hard. They're pretty horrible.
My gosh. Ruins our gorgeous view.
Yeah, the fences don't do this bridge any justice for sure.
No, it just makes it ugly.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're still on the pace and we're still chilling. There's other cars coming this way. Cadillac, Ford. I don't know. I don't know my cars. There's a Toyota. Wait, no, that's a.
It's a Pontiac.
That's a. I don't know. Wait, that's not a Toyota. That's a. I don't know my cars.
Here we go.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, sir. Oh, beautiful.
Now we're gonna get lost now.
Nope, we're definitely not lost.
Yeah, Cadillac.
That's pretty. Oh, and it's for sale. Okay, are we coming in or coming?
All right, so we've actually made it to the end of the rally here, and we're going to video some of the cars coming back in here, some of the cars they made here. Some of the people have actually already taken off, but I'm going to walk around, try to show some of the stuff. My daughter's just going to sit in the car because she just wants to chill and play around on her phone, of course, as the younger generation tends to do these days. And there's that Oldsmobile, that Dynamic, the 58 Chevy Impala. Neat old Land Rover. Hello. Yeah, some of the cars are actually parked out on the street here as well. And here comes some more cars. As he scrapes on through. This 61 Buick's actually owned by Joe. This guy I used to work with at a Buick dealer here in Pasadena.
Sir, who owns that Pacer? I'd like to buy it.
Oh, really? No, sorry, it's not for sale.
20,000 I got in my pocket.
Oh, wow, that's big money. No. That's Chris Green in the Monte Carlo. Okay, so that's it for the 2020 Pasadena Heritage Colorado Street Bridge Classic Car Cruise with all the quarantining going on and the face mask wearing and everything. I got this thing over my nose. And yeah, we'll be doing more car videos. Hopefully I'll have some updates on the Maverick, and maybe hopefully I'll get something going on the Cougar once I can get it registered, which I haven't been able to since the DMV's mostly shut down. And we'll be seeing hopefully more junk car videos in the future as well. So until next time, I'll be seeing you.